In a sober gathering, the Depot Chairmen Forum of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Ipman, voiced their distress and disappointment at the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, for its failure to settle a debt exceeding 200 billion naira owed to their members.
And let me be very clear with you. The Ipman Depot Unit Chairmen are the direct representative of petroleum marketers who own and control 85% of petrol stations across the nation. And it is on their mandate that we are having this press briefing. Let me also say unequivocally that the entire leadership of Ipman, both at the zonal and national level, are solidly and completely behind us. We therefore want the press to take the publication of this communique very seriously.
Expressing their dismay, the Ipman Depot Chairman highlighted the dire consequences of NMDPRA's negligence, including business closures, retrenchment of employees, and bankruptcy.
It is with a total sense of dismay and deep frustration that we have assembled here today as the Ipman Depot Chairmen Forum. We are extremely distressed and depressed by the laid-back attitude of the leadership of the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, towards the survival of our members' businesses, arising from NMDPRA's deliberate delay and refusal in offsetting the debts of over 200 billion naira on our members, which has consequently led to the death of many of our members and the unfortunate collapse of their businesses. It is also disheartening to note that some of our members have completely shut down their businesses and retrenched their employees, as we are no longer able to pay salaries. We have watched with apprehension also the unpatriotic attitude of the leadership of NMDPRA to offset this debt that has been accrued to us since September 2022. As businessmen and women, our members acquired bank loans to keep their fuel retail outlets running on a daily basis across the nooks and crannies of Nigeria. In order to serve the teeming population of Nigeria, however, it is demoralizing to know that many of our members have gone bankrupt and have become financially insolvent as a result of their inability to meet their financial obligations to their banks, arising wholly from their inability to get their monies from NMDPRA. Consequently, also, the banks have taken over the business premises of many of our members. As indigenous organization and depot chairmen, we are happy that rather than receive support from the government to boost our businesses, we are being discouraged by the head of NMDPRA.
Despite directives from government officials, including the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources, Oil, the debt remains largely unsettled, with only a fraction being paid.
It is noteworthy to recall and state here that at stakeholders meeting held on the 20th of February 2024, with Mr. Henneken Lokbobire, the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources, and the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribatu, Engineer Farouk Ahmed, the Chief Authority of NMDPRA, was mandated by Mr. Henneken Lokbobire to clear the entire debts in 40 days. However, today, we've crossed the 40 days time lapse given to the NMDPRA to clear the debt. And it is shameful to state that only a paltry sum of 13 billion has been paid, thus going the whole length to ignore our plight without remorse and without recourse to the Honorable Minister's directive. Before now, we had taken the honorable part to continually seek explanation from the NMDPRA on why he has blatantly refused to offset these remaining debts. But we have ceaselessly met brick walls. Secondly, we are not happy with the indiscriminate increment in the issuance and renewal of the sales and storage license by the NMDPRA and the subsequent delay in acquiring the license, which our members have been recently subjected to. As Ipman members, we're also calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to closely look into this unwholesome figure, which is highly detrimental to our business, and reverse it forthwith, as it is bound to impact negatively on the masses thereafter. We see no reason why there should be an increment over 500% on the sales and storage licenses by the NMDPRA. This is outright wickedness and therefore highly detrimental to our business. We totally reject it. We also hereby call on the federal government of Nigeria to wholly intervene forthwith in this lingering issue between the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Ipman, and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. We are poised to take far-reaching decisions that may cripple the supply and sales of petroleum products across Nigeria if our demands are not met within the shortest period of time. More so, this money in question that the marketers are asking for is our money set aside, collected from us, and deducted from our monies. To augment our transport fares, we are mainly asking for the return of our monies that is in the purse of the NMDPRA. It is not a matter of government budgets. NMDPRA have illegally taken our monies, and this is the highest level of fraud.
The Ipman Depot Chairman threatened a nationwide shutdown of petroleum product supply if their demands are not met promptly.
Sequel to this, we are appealing to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please intervene in this quagmire that we have been subjected to by the NMDPRA. We repeat, if our demands are not met within the shortest period of time, we have already put our members on standby across the nation. As law-abiding citizens, we are collectively prepared to withdraw our services, close every single outlet, and suspend sale of products forthwith till our demands are fully met. And the consequences will be terrible, as every marketer's outlets across Nigeria, from the north to the south, from the east to west, will be shut down. As the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, we've taken every step in the past to salvage this unfortunate and looming situation, which we know will not augur well for Nigerians. But we are presently left with no option than to go all out in the next few days to address this ugly trend in our own way, which will portend great hardship and danger for Nigerians. We call our members to, however, remain resolute and law-abiding, even as we draw close to the immediate ultimatum for our demands to be met and addressed by the NMDPRA.
Concluding their statement, the Ipman Depot Chairman clarified that the scarcity of petroleum products in the country was not due to hoarding by their members, but rather attributed to the actions of the NMPCL.
In conclusion, it is expedient for us to state that we are more pained by the non-availability of petroleum products in the country, which has given rise to another round of untold hardship for Nigerians. We would like to categorically state that the scarcity of PMS products is wholly triggered by the NMPC and not by Ipman or her members, contrary to the claim that Ipman members are hoarding PMS products. We make bold to say that NMPC are the sole importers and suppliers of PMS products, and therefore they are the sole cause of the present PMS scarcity in Nigeria.
When asked what is the depot price of petroleum products, the spokesperson of the Depot Chairman Forum responded thus.
The information is at the public domain. The fuel price is not the same. S Lagos Depot is different from S Port Harcourt Depot. S Port Harcourt Depot is different from S Warri Depot. So the information is on the portal. It's on the public domain. Yes.
We sought to know if independent marketers under Ipman would soon begin to lift the petroleum products from the depot across Nigeria.
You see, the truth of the matter is that we have over 3,000 tickets members of Ipman have paid to NMPC over a period of time now, and we cannot get those products. Our monies are with them, the products we've paid for, and we cannot lift those products because they are not available. So we don't understand what they mean that we'll start lifting products. The only products we get is the one we buy from private depots. The one we paid for, we cannot get them. And that is what we're asking for. Let us get the products we are paid for seamlessly, yes.
After this press conference, if nothing has been done, then we will take our action by withdrawing our services, stopping our trucks from moving, from lifting, from moving, and from selling in the filling stations.
Throwing more light on the activities of the NMPCL and the NMDPRA, a cross-section of the depot chairman had this to say.
The system of NMPC has a lot of erroneous process. As a registered marketer, all independent marketer, you cannot be a member without being a duly registered marketing company under NMPC with certain procedure to follow. So having done that, we supposed to get our products accordingly from NMPC. But because of their sharp practicing or whatever reason they have within themselves, they push off to be buying from third party, which is this private depot of 18. So, but are they being that they follow the normal procedure? As the last speaker have said, we have over 3,000 tickets with NMPC. If you calculate that with the normal price we pay to them, that's running to billions of naira for several months. So that's why we cannot fold our hands. We have to go to this private depot to buy. And they said to us at their willing prices. So if you are not asking that, what is the procedure? That's the procedure that we're supposed to pay into NMPC and get our product. And if you notice the press release that we just did now, the PEF of 18 is a money that they have been deducted from our money. I represent Southwest now. This morning we don't have any station. Less than 10% of the total population of the station in the Southwest are having stock. So the so-called NMPC outlet, they are claiming that they want to empower against us. Is a scam. 5% of them. Do you get it? If to tell the masses that it is a failure process, they are having fuel at their NMPC retaining outlet now. Can it service the population of the country? It's zero. So that's implied that we are having over 87 to 90% population of the retaining outlets. Why are they leaving us behind? After collecting our money, we pay before they give us products. All other arms that they are giving product, they give them on credit. So you are leaving us behind as somebody that are paid for several months. We are telling them now that they should do the needful, and we are calling on the federal government to look inward to the system of NMPC and NMDPRA.
It's been very challenging to us. Most of the marketers have lost their stations to the same major buyers. The marketers, some of them have died because of this debt. You can imagine that you pay upfront for such product to be sold to you, and they rather prefer to give it to those that are sold to them on loan, and they will have to pay. Alas, they get to owe us. Our sticker stays in the system for a very long time, and we are not given this very product to sell to the masses. Meanwhile, we are the easiest means to reach to the masses. We have the majority of the outlets. We have about 90% of this outlet. That if you are really sincere, you have the sincerity of purpose, you want to solve this problem, you better go and deal with the independent marketers, because they have the far reach in every nook and cranny of the country. Independent marketers are there. If you give them the product, you see that there will be availability of the product in the whole of this country. So we are appealing to the government to really consider the independent petroleum marketers as a means to really eliminate this suffering that is taking place in the country right now. The suffering is, we are also suffering, the masses are suffering. It's a really sad story, and something can be done. And that's why we are approaching it through this method, given that we have tried several other methods to really reach out to the government, and the government is not coming forth with any solution. We are offering a solution, if you listen to us very well, to the government. This solution can help ease the crisis. We are not the cause of this crisis, like my colleague earlier said. The crisis is actually caused by the NMPC. If you give us this product, definitely we are businessmen who will sell this product to the masses.
In a final plea, They urge their members to remain steadfast and law-abiding as they await a resolution to the ongoing crisis.
Ipman! 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 Progress!